Mobility Trajectories of Young Lives.
Meet Daniela and Alex, two 18-year-old high school friends from Amsterdam. Their backgrounds are very similar. Both were born in Ghana, have divorced parents, and are living with their mums in the same neighborhood. Yet they're doing very different things now. Daniela is studying for a teaching degree at university, while Alex is struggling to finish secondary school. What can help us explain the different paths they took? If we look closely at their lives, we see that Daniela and Alex have very different experiences in terms of where and with whom they have lived. Daniela was born to a single mother in Ghana. When she was a toddler, her mother moved to the Netherlands and Daniela was cared for by her grandmother. At the age of 4, she moved to the Netherlands to live with her mother, but then moved back again to her grandmother in Ghana when she was 8. 3 years ago, Daniela returned to her mum in the Netherlands. Alex was also born to a single mother in Ghana, but when his mother moved to the Netherlands, Alex ended up living with various families in Ghana. First with his grandma, then his aunt, then his uncle, and finally a friend of the family. When he was 13, he moved to Amsterdam, where he has lived with his mum ever since. It's easy to see. Although Alex moved around a lot in Ghana, his path is rather straightforward once he came to the Netherlands. On the other hand, Daniela's path is more like the flight path of a bee, as it were, moving back and forth. These are what we call mobility trajectories, the geographical moves in space and time that young people make and the resulting different families they live in. Although there are many young people like Daniela and Alex all over the globe, we know little about the mobility trajectories. Neither do we know how mobility might impact young people's life chances. This is because youth with migrant backgrounds are usually labelled first or second generation migrants. Yet these labels don't tell us much about the moves they make and, as a result, the people they live with. Over the next 5 years, researchers from Maastricht University will study young people's mobility trajectories in 4 countries, each with a different school system and migration regime: the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, and Ghana. First, we will look at the mobility trajectories of all sorts of young people, youngsters like Daniela and Alex who have migrated, but also youngsters who have never migrated. In a second stage, we will zoom in on young people who trace their roots to one particular country, Ghana. We will study young Ghanaians now living in the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany, and we will compare them to Ghanaian youngsters living in Ghana. Through this research, we aim to find out how young people's mobility trajectories impact their life chances, that is, their educational outcomes, well-being, and the choices they make about what to do after secondary school. Was Daniela's grandmother, with whom she lived for many years and who encouraged her to become a teacher, the motivational force behind Daniela's successful high school completion and her choice of university study? And what effect did Alex's moves in Ghana have on his educational outcomes in the Netherlands? We hope our research will make a difference for schools and policymakers by identifying ways that they can best deal with young people's mobility. Want to know more? Visit our website www.MO-TRAYL.com.